to be up here at sunrise. It's a beautiful sunrise. It's like 60 degrees. Clearly, I brought the hunting rig. I'm gonna go try to do a set here first thing before starting to work, but got a nice, supposed to be a bean field. It's sprayed off. I don't know if it's drilled or not, but there's one lone tree all the way out in the middle of it. It's about a 500-yard walk, so hunting by myself, recording myself, get to carry all that. Like I said, we're gonna go 500 yards, get out underneath the only tree out in the middle of the whole field, so. The bugs are terrible. There's that tree, but it's too low in elevation, so came up here. Got these two red cedars. I'm up on top. I can see a lot better, so we're gonna set up here. I don't like this. After all that, I really want to be out around here so I can see further to the south. Our wind is blowing like that. Moving everything over here. been 48 minutes since I started this set. And that's the same coyote. I don't know if it's the same coyote that originally busted me downwind over here, but one came from the south and kept going back and forth across the field, and I never saw it get downwind, but it kept popping out in the same spot. Finally got the camera and the gun on the same time. I probably had 6 different other opportunities to pull a trigger, and I couldn't tell if he was on camera. I'd have him on camera, then I can't get on the gun, and my eyes are also screwed up from these allergies and staring through this thermal. I could never find him in the gun and the scope at the same time, so I think he's down. About a 300-yard Hail Mary. As I was just walking out here, another coyote just came out. Tried getting set up and trying to get a shot at him. He winded and took off. But we have a dead coyote right here. I think his buddy was coming back out to meet up. Finally. That is awesome. What a trip. This started at midnight, driving all the way up here. I wanted to be here at daylight to try and do a daylight set before starting to work. Would have never thought it would all come together by myself, and it barely did. I had this one or that other one within 100 yards several times. They could never get the camera and everything on the camera and gun on the same page. Trying to self-film is a rodeo. I don't know how many different sounds I went through, but every time I'd change it up, he'd come back out. There's always just somewhere on this hillside coming up out of this ravine. I couldn't see everything from where I was set up, but he's bouncing out here. All this is going to be planted in soybeans, but it's been sprayed and it's just way too tall. Trying to see a coyote in it and looking through the scope and everything. So between the camera and the scope and one guy trying to get him on the same page, didn't matter if I howled, barked, turned the call on, turned the call off, I could never get it on the same page until he finally almost just sat down out here and gave up. So I'm at least 250 yards from that cedar, might be 300, but his buddy's barking at me now.